Let's move on to discuss the CALPADS valid code combinations document. Our objective for this lesson will be for you to understand the purpose and intended use of the valid code combinations document, where you can locate it, and how to navigate the valid code combinations document effectively. You can find the CALPADS valid code combinations document on the CDE webpage for CALPADS system documentation, linked to on screen. CALPADS system documents are updated each year at the annual year rollover in September, and version 14 is the new version for the 2022-2023 academic year. What are the purpose and intended use of the valid code combinations document? The valid code combinations list codes that can only be used in specific combination with other fields or elements, as enforced by validation errors. In more complex terms, the valid code combinations document catalogs codes used for conditional validations and cross-field validations. For example, some exit reason codes are only valid for specific grade levels. A student's English language acquisition status is dependent on its previous statuses and can only be coded in a specific sequence. The valid code combinations document is intended to be used during data population to understand conditional and cross-field data points, and during troubleshooting when encountering errors that reference multiple fields or codes. Valid code combinations is an Excel document, and like the previous two documents we've discussed, it contains tabs at the bottom of the window. The sliders to the left allow you to see more tabs, as the full list of tabs extends further than most screens. You are able to see all tabs in the workbook and select the tab you would like to view by right-clicking on the arrows to the left of the tabs. This will bring up a modal window listing all tabs in the workbook or valid code combinations document. Each of these tabs are named with data points that are conditional or cross-field validations, and as such require valid code combinations. You are able to find the correct tab for your scenario by locating the relevant data points in these tab names. Once you've located the relevant tab, click OK to arrive at that tab. In this example, we've used this way of navigating the document to arrive at the non-classroom based or support assignment Educational Service Job Classification tab. A non-classroom based or support assignment is an assignment that does not involve the instruction of students. You will need to consult this tab when populating data in the staff assignment record in order to determine which educational services job classification, i.e., administrator, charter school non-certificated teacher, itinerant or push-out pull-in teacher, non-certificated administrator, pupil services, or teacher, is appropriately reported to which non-classroom based or support assignment, i.e., counselor, technology coordinator, pupil services personnel, and so on. You will also need to consult this tab while troubleshooting when encountering errors like the CSIS 0120, which states, if job classification code is equal to 10, 11, or 25, then one or more of the non-classroom based job assignment codes must be populated. This tab of the valid code combinations document will allow you to determine which non-classroom based job assignment codes can be validly populated in combination with the relevant staff job classification code in working to resolve the CSIS 0120 error. Within a tab, you are able to quickly and effectively navigate through the valid code combinations document utilizing the column headings filter function. In the scenario on screen, we've previously attempted to report a digital literacy course taught by a teacher librarian and have received a CRSE 0467 error. Invalid course group state and content course area subcategory combination. The suggested resolution for this error points us to the valid code combinations document. So we turn to the document to determine the correct course group state code and content area category assignment code to use when reporting our teacher librarian instructed digital literacy course. We first navigate to the Course Group Master Combos tab. We then click the caret on the bottom right-hand side of the Course Group State Name heading, and the Filter Navigation menu appears. We then deselect all and select only Teacher Librarian, Information and Digital Literacy and Digital Citizenship, and press OK to perform the filter function. When we do, we see two columns with our course name. We know the top column is not what we are looking for, because the last academic year effective listed is academic year 2018 to 2019, and so this state course code is no longer valid in CALPADS. This being the case, we determine that the bottom row contains the current and valid information in CALPADS for the Teacher Librarian Digital Literacy course, and that the valid combination of codes to use for our course is Course Group State Code 9214, Teacher Librarian Information and Digital Literacy and Digital Citizenship, as well as Content Area Category Assignment Code 43, Interdisciplinary Content. Entering these two codes into our CRSE record should resolve the CRSE 0467 error. In this way, you can easily locate information pertinent to your work, filtering past unnecessary information so that it doesn't appear. Let's turn to a scenario now in order to better understand the valid code combinations document. In this scenario, a student has committed property theft on school grounds by brandishing a knife and demanding another student's wallet, which was provided. You are recording this incident in CALPADS. Fields in the student incident results, and student offense files can often cause LEAs to utilize the valid code combinations document. As part of reporting this incident in CALPADS, you submit a student offense record with a student offense code of 601, property theft, and a weapon category code of 40, other weapon, as this offense included a weapon other than a firearm. When you submit your student offense record with student offense code 601, property theft, and weapon category code 40, other, you trigger a SOF 91 fatal error. So you turn to the CALPADS error list and find SOF 91. When you read through the error list, you come to find that student offense code 601, property theft, and weapon category code 40, other, is not a valid code combination. When you read through the suggested resolution column, you are pointed to the valid code combinations document. In the valid code combinations document, in the offense code offense category tab, you further discover that student offense code 601, property theft, is meant for offenses that are not weapon related. The incident in question is a property theft which involved a weapon. How is this reported? When you look to the offense code weapon category tab, you notice that there are no property theft related offenses that can validly use the weapon category of 40, other. How do you report a property theft that involved the use of a weapon other than a firearm? The CALPADS data guide provides helpful guidance here. According to the data guide, students may have more than one incident-related file with the same incident ID. Submitting two separate student offense files for our single student incident file may allow us to report both the brandishing of a knife and property theft while using only valid code combinations. So you take action and submit a student incident record with two associated student offense records for this incident. One student offense record will have a student offense code of 601, property theft, and no weapon category code. The other student offense record will have a student offense code of 103, brandishing a knife, and a weapon category code of 40, other. When you click Post, after a moment you see a green banner informing you that you successfully posted the record to CALPADS. Further, upon investigation, this submission has triggered no errors. You have now accurately captured the student incident and all related offenses with valid code combinations. This wouldn't have been possible without consulting the CALPADS documentation, and in particular, the valid code combinations document. We've now covered the location, purpose, intended use, and navigation of the CALPADS valid code combinations document.